friends, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to hashtag Watercolor Wednesday, which is an open collab hosted by our friend Tanya at Sidegig Crafts. And every Wednesday, Tanya invites us to watercolor anything we want. And so guys, I have been inspired by 143 Handmade Liz. Hi Liz. Liz is doing a flower doodle 100-day project where every day she just takes, 1 or 2 minutes and not more than 5 usually, and she just doodles. And she encourages us just to do the same. And so for today's watercolor, what I've done is I just filled up a page in my watercolor book that I've been working through, and I just filled it up with a whole bunch of different doodles. Right now, Liz is up to day number 39. I followed Liz from day 1 to day 25 and drawn at least 1, but maybe more, doodles and of flowers from what she has shared. And then I'll continue on with 26 to 39 in another way, making some other embellishments, and so I'll share that with you as I go forwards. And I went ahead and put one of the quotes that Liz says in one of her videos, which is, do something today to make your tomorrow better. And in pretty much every video, she reminds us to learn something new every day. And that's one of the reasons why why she's doodling, just so that we learn something new. She learns something new sometimes in the middle of a video. So I have my watercolors over here. I had to clean them up a little bit. I took my watercolors and my watercolor pad with me because I was planning on doing this project while I was on vacation, and it just didn't happen. But my granddaughters did play with these watercolors here, and oh my gosh, guys, this was such a mess, and I really had to spend a few minutes to clean it all up, but that's okay. They had a good time. And so I have a water cup here, and then I also have my spray bottle here of water, and I've already sprayed the paints, so they are good to go. So you see all these flowers right here that I've drawn, and I'm just going to pick out some fun colors, and we're just going to have a little chit chat here while I paint some of these. I don't know if I'll paint all of these during this video, but we'll see how far I get. But I'll definitely show you what everything looks like when I finish with it. If you guys don't already know Liz at 143 Handmade, definitely go over to her channel. She is doing other things, of course, on her channel other than just, the 100-day doodle flower project. She has some other things going on over there. She quilts. She's a crafter. She's a DIYer. She just has many interests. Well, I'm going to put the link to her channel, of course, in the description box, and definitely go over and say hello if you don't already know Liz. And Liz has an Etsy store, so she has information about her Etsy store also in her description box as well, so you can go ahead and check all that out. Does doodling come easy for you guys? Can you just think of something to doodle and then just go ahead and do it? Well, for me, it's not. I bought this book one time. I'll have to show it to you. I don't know if I ever did show it on my channel. And I'm sure you've seen it, like in Barnes & Noble or other places where, Amazon, other places where they sell art books. And it's one of those, 365 days of art. And then every day it gives you some sort of a prompt. And I am not kidding. There are prompts that are, draw doodle line doodles and draw doodles of, and I'm stumped. I don't, that doesn't just doesn't come naturally for me. I wish it did. But I can follow directions. If someone is sharing with me how to do something, I can certainly follow a tutorial. And even a tutorial just as simple as a doodle. So, and that's what Liz is so good at. What Liz is doing is she is using black Sharpie that looks like this, just a permanent marker, the fine point one. And she's using some labels, like 1 by 2.5, I think, size labels that she bought at a thrift store. And so that's what she's using. And then she is going to use the labels to create embellishments. She's creating on them, and then they're going to be useful as well. Besides encouraging us to learn something every day, ooh, there's a lot of water on that one, Liz really just encourages us to, take that freedom to draw without, worrying about perfection. For me, that's one thing that hinders me from creating. Oftentimes, whether it's paper crafting or whatever kind of creating it is, I start worrying about, okay, well, what about if this happens, and what if I mess up, and what am I going to do if this happens? And so I just forget that, you know, we just need to just stop and just create. Just don't worry about it. Just start going and then see where you end up, you know, and you can fix it in the meantime. Then in one of her videos, Liz says, you know, just start creating with no rhyme or reason. She says, I'm just going to start drawing. No rhyme or reason here. I'm not sure where we're going to end up. So I love that. And that really does just inspire me. Liz encourages us just to play, just explore with our pen. She said that a lot of times what she normally does is she uses a pencil to draw first, but because of the tutorial, the pencil really wasn't going to be that conducive to you know, being able to show it better on the paper. So that's why she's using the black Sharpie. But I love that black Sharpie. I'll use my black Sharpie anytime I can. After I had drawn all of the flower doodles on here, and then I just went in and filled in the spaces that I thought just needed, you know, and practice. That's what Liz says, just practice, practice. So that's what I did. I just practiced making some of the flowers that I enjoyed making or thought turned out, you know, well, or maybe didn't turn out so well that I wanted to practice. And so I just filled in spaces. And then when I was done, I thought, oh, this kind of looks like a, you know, it could be like a color book page. And that's one thing I need to share. That's a video that I'm going to be making this week, is I want to share what I've been coloring. So I'm actually filming this on Tuesday, and since I posted a cooking video on Tuesday, I didn't post a Tea Tuesday video. I really only like to post one video a day. Every once in a while, if it's a short video, I might post you know, 2 videos, but that cooking video was 16 minutes, a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, or 15 or 16 minutes, I can't remember. So I didn't want to post I didn't want to do a Tea Tuesday video. Did you guys watch the collab that I think it was Tony at Creative Chica Halls and I think Lene at Fashionably 50 Something and Beyond, the Barbie fashion show? Oh my gosh, that was so cute. Oh my gosh, guys. You guys have to go over and watch that. I'll put the link to, I think, Tony's channel in the description box if you guys didn't already. I don't remember how many people were in that collab. So basically they got a Barbie, and I don't know if they had a Barbie or they bought a Barbie, and then they had to do a Barbie backdrop because then Barbie needed to have a fashion show, right? And so I was telling Zoe about that, because Zoe woke up not feeling so great this morning. She's in kindergarten. So my son and daughter-in-law decided that, you know, she would stay home from school today, which is fine. So she stayed here with Sophie and I. And so I was telling her about it, and she said, oh, Lola, I want to see. And so I was actually going to do a video of Zoe's reaction to watching some of the Barbie fashion shows, but we just ran out of time today. So, but she was so excited, and she said, she was asking me questions. She was saying, well, what did they wear, Lola? And I said, well, you know, some Barbies looked like they were going to the beach, and some Barbies were dressed in all, you know, one color, and some Barbies, you know, had high heels on, and she loves Barbie, so she was so excited to hear that. It was so funny. So maybe this week, you know, we can do that. One of the things I really have to do is get a new battery for my camera. When I was on vacation, my battery kept saying that it needed to be recharged, and so I would recharge it, and then it would say then it wouldn't work, and then so for the last couple of days of my vacation, I didn't even use my camera. I just used my phone, but then you know how that goes. Our phones fill up, and then we run out of space. So you know that's not good either. So anyway, I just need to order another battery. I think the last battery I got here locally at the camera shop, but I can easily order one on Amazon as well. This is really fun. This is really coming along. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that you'll go over and, you know, join Liz in doodling if you're doing Watercolor Wednesday, I think this would be a good idea. One of the suggestions she gives is, just get out a large piece of paper and just make some bigger flowers. And that's what's the fun thing about any of these flowers right here. I mean, I made them all, to fit on this page because I just wanted to practice doodling a little bit, but you can easily just take, 2 or 3 flowers, 2 or 3 different kinds of flowers, and just paint them on a big canvas or on a bigger page. So that would be fun. I'll be leaving this page in my watercolor book, of course. Or something I could do too is I could always photocopy it if I wanted to use this as, embellishments. I could do that too. So I probably won't do that, but I could. One of the things that I like that Liz stressed and stresses in her videos is she goes to the edge of the page, or she goes to the edge of the label, and so she's always encouraging, to do that, because I know I don't do that enough even in paper crafting. Everything I think just needs to stay right on the page, which, going off the page and just cutting it off, cutting your paper off or cutting the piece of ephemera off or whatever you're working with, I love that, the way that looks. When people do that, and I always try to remind myself that I should do that too. I'm going to try to get in some more green since these are flowers, and I probably should have some green someplace. I love these little vines, the ones that I'm coloring now. You can see that I put them different places on the page. What a fun little doodle that is to do. Porter and Zoe they love to watercolor, and so I brought the watercolors, like I said, on vacation, and they were using them, and they make a mess of them, I am not kidding, guys, I looked at them and I thought, oh, what a mess. I cannot clean that up, and I cannot just use it. I'm that kind of person that, I can't start cooking until the kitchen is clean. And, there can't be dishes in the sink or whatever, or minimal. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I have to clean this set of paints up before I start. What do you guys think so far? I just think this is kind of fun and whimsical. And Liz, thank you so much for encouraging us to just doodle and just to try. And drawing this and then watercoloring this is so far out of my comfort zone, you guys don't even know. Just like when I first started, paper crafting, I just made, I started with pockets, or I started with tags, or, I can't remember what I started with, actually. I think I started with tags, I think I did, and then I did pockets, and and then to do a, junk journal was like, oh my gosh, can I do that? I don't even know if I can do that. So, I just think that, though, just like Liz said, do something today to make your tomorrow better, which means basically just learn something. And she says that in her videos. I think in every single one of her videos, she says that, learn something new today. And as a teacher, I just love that she says that, and totally agree with her, because we need to be learning something new every day. We need to be pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone, because that's where the learning takes place, right? Okay, guys, I'm afraid my battery may be dying, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up here. And thank you guys for stopping by. Definitely go over and visit Liz's channel. And so if you try out some doodles and you want to share them, then definitely tag Liz if you're going to do a video. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. So you can definitely find her on social media and let her know that you are practicing along with her and learning a new skill. All right, guys. Thank you, Tanya, for hosting #Watercolor Wednesday. Definitely go over and visit Tanya's channel at Side Gig Crafts, and you can be inspired there as well. Have a wonderful day today, guys. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.